Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we have Baylor superstar Jared Butler ready for the Final Four on Saturday. Talk to him. We also have Tate Frazier of Titus and Tate fame, diehard UNC basketball fan, also college basketball analyst. So we're going to talk to him about Roy Williams retiring and the Final Four. Before we get to, we got Fyre Fest. We got a little opening day, April Fools. Before we get to all of that, Bacardi rum, or Patron tequila blended whiskey scotch blend. Does any of this sound delicious to you? Well, this episode is brought to you by Bacardi Limited. Their portfolio features some of your favorites like Bacardi rum, Patron tequila, Bombay Sapphire gin, Dewar's blended scotch whiskey, and so many others. Who doesn't love versatility? So while you're watching your favorite game, why not step it up from the day-to-day to skip the boring stuff in your fridge and make yourself a refreshing cocktail, maybe a Bombay and tonic to go with that epic matchup, maybe a Patron margarita to mix with basketball highlights. The world is your oyster when you shop with Bacardi Limited. Make them for yourself, make them for your friends, because you know they'll ask for them, and toast to your favorite teams with this assortment of spirits. Lucky for you, we have a special code so that you don't even have to leave your house to get it. Use the code WATCHWITHBACARDI, Watch with Bacardi, and you get $5 off your first purchase, courtesy of Drizzly. 21 plus, new users only, void where prohibited, and as always, drink responsibly. 2021 Bacardi, their trade dresses and the bat device are trademarks of Bacardi and Company Limited, Bacardi USA, Inc., Coral Gables, Florida. Each rum 40% alcohol by volume. So go check it out. Patron tequila, my personal favorite, little Patron on the rocks. Do it with Bacardi Limited. Do it with Watch with Bacardi. $5 off on the Drizzly app. Okay, let's go.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by Bacardi Limited. Use that code Watch with Bacardi, and you can get $5 off your Drizzly order of Bacardi Limited products: Bacardi rum, Patron tequila, Dewar's blended whiskey scotch, Bombay Sapphire gin, and more. Today is Friday, April 2nd. April Fools, guys. Get it?
Gotcha.
I think it might be, now I don't want to be accused of not liking fun, but I think April Fools, it feels like I was ready for there to be a great April Fool's return, because last year was obviously serious with COVID. No one really hit it.
Some brands did. So Volkswagen hit it with the Volkswagen, saying that they're going all electric, so they're changing the K to a T. And then I'm pretty sure Hank's hot seat cool throne of Michael Strahan, I'm pretty sure that was an April Fool's, wasn't it? Because we even said during the thing, we compared it to Anthony Davis shaving the unibrow as an April Fool's. Does he still have...
But
are his teeth normal still?
Has he come forward and said
I don't
April
think
Fool's
so.
joke?
I don't think so.
I'm still I'm just going to pretend that Michael Strahan has gap teeth. I'm uncomfortable with it.
The best one that I saw, the only one that it made me laugh.
Also, it was 2 days before.
Yeah. Well, you know, getting when people can't get got. DJ Quick had the best one by far. He had on Instagram, he posted, "I'm on my way to the hospital. Someone just shot into my car 7 to 10 times on the freeway. I got hit twice. Pray for me." And then the next Instagram story 4 hours later was, "Oh yeah, April Fools."
I forgot to add that second part. That's awesome. I like that.
That's a great one to be like, "Hey guys, just kidding. I'm not dead."
Wasn't there an NFL player a few years ago that said that they got a DUI and they posted like a thread apologizing for it? And then they came back and said April Fools. Like the joke was, I got arrested for I blew a .20.
The old Marshall Henderson social experiment. Billy did get got on April Fools. He actually came in and he the first thing he said to me is like, "Seen any good April Fools? I got my I'm high alert. I know that someone's going to try to get me, but I'm not going to get got." And then maybe 5 minutes later, he announced to the entire office, "Julian Edelman's going to the Bucs." And I said, "Billy, what did you just say 5 minutes ago about April Fools?" He's like, "Shit." God,
That guy got bad.
So it was Bruce Irvin. It was Bruce Irvin when he was on the Seahawks. Here's what he tweeted out. This is 2015. Before this hits the media, I just want to apologize to my fans and the @Seahawks organization once again. I made a terrible decision driving after I had a few drinks. I will do everything to get your trust back and will become a better person out of this. Ha ha, how many of y'all thought I was serious? Ha ha, April Fools.
I love it. Those are the real April Fools jokes that I can go for.
Yeah, I like those. The ones that are a little too serious.
There's also, my other favorite is when a brand creates something, but it's actually just a really good idea. So I saw Culver's Restaurants did the Curder Burger, which is just a cheese curd inside of two patties or buns.
Yes.
I was like, wait, that shouldn't be a joke. Like, you guys accidentally joked on yourself because I want that on the menu.
Yes, I'm a little disappointed in brands this year because you had 2 full years to cook up these April Fool's tricks, and you didn't. Although I kind of look at April Fool's like a lot of drunks look at St. Patrick's Day when they're like, oh, it's amateur hour. Mm-hmm. Like, when you lie 365 days a year, you get pissed off at the brands coming in and try to like act like they run the place one day. You know?
Right, like leave the bits to us guys. Yeah, it wasn't, there was nothing really great. Anything, Jake, that you loved? Because you are the wholesome one on this show.
No, I didn't see anything that stuck out to me.
Okay.
When I tweeted about Roy Williams, people were like, "It's a joke, bro. You fell for it."
Yeah. So we're gonna get to Tate with that. I don't think that's a joke. I think he is actually retired.
Yes.
Would be funny if he.
Well, the presser is actually in 4 minutes at 4 p.m. So.
Oh wow! See what he says.
Say. Yeah.
He's probably gonna say "Dadgummit."
Dadgummit.
Imagine if you walked in and did the locker room like little dance thing.
That would
April
be
Fools.
incredible.
He's going to Duke.
April Fools, I got 4 5-stars, just signed him. Boom, I'm back.
I love it. Yeah, it is opening day, and I have a confession to make.
What?
I'm doing an experiment this year. I've decided
to watch baseball.
To own a fantasy baseball team.
Oh.
I am the proud owner of a fantasy baseball team in a $0 a year league on ESPN with random people.
You're really going to care about this.
No, I am. I care. Mm-hmm. I did my draft last night.
Mm-hmm.
I got Juan Soto. It was Juan Soto no matter what on my card. And I am the Seamhead Express is coming through. That's the team name. I am going to be a Major League Baseball fan this year.
There you go.
Just like of the entire league.
That's awesome.
Just of the stats.
That's great. For a league with you don't know anyone and no money.
It's almost more important to me that way.
What do we think bet-wise? How quickly till PFT just forgets he has this team?
3 weeks.
Nope.
Yeah,
nope.
3 or 4 weeks.
You want me to run? I'll run through my entire roster.
No, we don't. No, we definitely don't need your
the
entire
under on
roster. Yeah. No, as soon as you you're just going to miss a transaction or something or not start someone, you just be like, give up. Or the fact that you don't know anyone. There's zero reason to care.
Wait. What do you mean I don't know?
No. You don't know anyone in the league.
Yeah, that's almost better.
I will respectfully disagree.
I'm doing this for the love of the game.
Usually playing fantasy, the only reason you play fantasy is to stay in touch with friends.
Right. Well, so I had some help doing my draft. One of my friends that I used to play rugby with in college, he's been in a fantasy league for 19 years. He's won 5 out of those years. But the people that started the league with him, 2 people in the league are now Major League Baseball general managers.
Whoa.
And they went to the same high school together.
Whoa.
And so he's like, this dude's legit. My roster's fucking stacked. I'm ready to go.
I do love when people have their stats that they're ready to go. They're like, listen, 15 years, 4 championships, 3 runner-ups. You could say that I know my fantasy stuff. Never missed the playoffs.
It is impressive that he beat 2 Major League general managers who currently serve in that position right now.
I would say it's semi-impressive, but also like when you break down fantasy, usually the person who wins has the most time on their hands.
That's true. He's bounced around a couple jobs.
The guy who can be the most active on the waiver wire usually wins fantasy.
Yeah.
So I think it's made perfect for slackers. Like it actually evens the field when you play against real baseball hands.
I think I also have to call it a rotisserie league.
Yeah. Well, how's the scoring work?
This
is too much about fantasy baseball.
I'm not sure. It's very complicated.
So yeah, opening day is here. It's fun to do the tried and true. This guy's on pace for this many home runs. Season's over. You know, the good stuff. You just bring it out for one day. Mm-hmm. It is fun to have. Opening day always does feel like a big deal, and then you realize, oh yeah, it's just cold weather baseball for the rest of the month, and it kind of sucks.
There was snow in Detroit today. I love those early season games in like Minnesota and Detroit where the weather is just awful, just like shitty. It's the snow games, and then you have a month where nothing happens. Then you have the fight, and then you have a month where nothing happens, then you have the B delay, then the home run derby.
Did you see in the snow game, Miguel Cabrera hit a home run, but the ball got lost in the snow, so he thought he hit a double, and he slid into second.
Oh, he accidentally ran fast around the bases?
It was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty fucking cool.
And then Bryce Harper's shoes. Clown shoes, bro.
Although those don't... when I first saw him, if you missed it, Bryce Harper is wearing the Philly Fanatic, basically a stuffed animal Philly Fanatic on both of his shoes, but it was the practice shoes. You know how like guys will do that in the warm-ups? He wasn't wearing them in the game, so he gets credit for just being very festive about opening day and hope springs eternal and all that stuff.
I was going to say that if somebody tried that in the NFL, Roger Goodell would call in a drone strike on him during a game.
Guys do it with the practice cleats because that's when they can express themselves.
So I saw this one other thing that I'm very excited for this season. The Giants manager, Gabe Kapler, he has a message that's written on his whiteboard in his office that says, win time of possession.
There you
go. That's what the Giants are going to try to do this year. They're going to try to control the pace of play and keep the defense on the field as long as possible so they get bored. That's what Gabe Kapler's strategy
work.
is. It might. He says, like, you only have so much attention in a 3.5-hour game, so putting them on defense makes it more likely that they're going to make an error. I actually kind of believe that.
Yeah.
Like old school smash mouth baseball.
Absolutely. Play a little small ball. Keep them out there. Then we also have NFL pro days are still going on. Justin Fields is now he has been the anointed one to fall down draft boards for no reason whatsoever. I saw that there was a report. Dan Orlovsky was saying Dan Orlovsky was doing the old I'm not saying it, but people are saying it to me, which when you do that, you're still carrying the water for the people and giving them credence. And one of the points was that Justin Fields, they don't know if he loves football enough. The guy, Justin Fields, who basically brought Big Ten football back.
Yeah, the guy that broke his ribs. He had a Drew Brees happen on the field, and then he came back like one series later and dominated.
I do think Dan Orlovsky's getting a little bit of a raw deal because it is one of those like one guy takes a quote, tweets it, and then everyone runs with the tweet without ever actually watching the video and the context, which that does suck. Like, admittedly, that sucks, but it is anonymous scout season where teams, I just assume whenever we see, like, Justin Fields slander or Justin Fields, it's a team somewhere in, like, the 5 to 10 range that's hoping that Justin Fields will fall to him.
Exactly. That's obviously, it's smokescreen season.
Right.
So if you have somebody from the Jets being like, Justin Fields sucks, I'd stay clear. Or if you have like the 49ers being like, man, Justin Fields not going to take him. You at the very least, you can encourage somebody to like try to trade up and waste some picks behind you.
Yes.
But yeah, it's definitely smokescreen season. I've just decided that there are too many good quarterbacks. I don't know who to pick out of the lot. I think I like Zach Wilson. I think because that throw,
if you want to talk red flags, not a captain.
Not a captain.
And we've talked about this,
Exactly.
but it's very, very hard to not be a captain as a quarterback in college.
You want to hear a take?
It's almost impossible.
Billy, this is what you should have done with your quarterback bracket. You should have had Kyle Pitts winning the entire thing. I think Kyle Pitts should get drafted number one.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts. It's like with Josh,
game changer.
with Josh Allen, you want to run through like the things that you have with Kyle Pitts. He runs like a deer. He is a chess piece mismatch. And then he keeps opposing defensive coordinators up at night.
Yep.
Those are the three things that he does.
Negatives, his name is Kyle.
Yeah, he does not look like a Kyle.
No,
at all.
but what do you mean?
I'm just saying, we work.
Describe a Kyle.
We work amongst several Kyles who look exactly like Kyles.
Yes, Kyles are funny dudes.
Yeah,
I like Kyles.
They're quirky.
Yeah, I mean they rage hard, and they pound monsters. They bang monsters constantly.
Yeah,
but they're usually.
Are you talking about their love life?
No, usually a Kyle will also have like the racing strips on the side of their car. Maybe what are you gonna say?
Punch walls.
You have a mic in front of you.
Yeah, they punch walls.
Punch walls.
They care too much about like a sport they excelled at in high school.
Billy's so into opening day that he's giving me the signs to steal home.
Yeah, I like it.
like with a mic in front of him.
I like it, Billy. That's awesome. But yeah, I think like if you look at teams that won Super Bowls recently, you can go through the list. They all have dominant tight ends. Is the tight end the new quarterback?
Yeah.
Because it seems we've forgotten about Gardner Minshew pretty quickly on the
They're
Jaguars.
game changers. Good tight ends are the best. Yeah. All right. What else do we have? We have the Final Four. Are we expecting it just to be Gonzaga versus Baylor? I think we all are, right?
Yeah, I'm going to bet on UCLA to cover, but I think Gonzaga is going to win. It's going to be like a backdoor cover situation. But
Yeah.
I want UCLA to win just because I like Mick. I like Hep. Somebody pointed out to me it was Jay Reich 511 on Twitter. We should be calling Hep C.
Yeah, we did a sports advisors, and Rico Bosco said Hep's last trip, and we're like, what the hell is he sick?
He's killing
And
Hep.
then someone asked what's his name, and I was like, probably hepatitis, right? That has to be it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
his full name is hepatitis.
His name is Hepatitis C.
So I'm excited for the Final Four, but it definitely does not feel like the most anticipated Final Four. Let's just say that.
It does not. It's going to be Gonzaga, Baylor, and we're going to watch it.
Yeah, the Battle of Texas, and then Gonzaga versus UCLA, and hopefully Gonzaga Baylor happens on Monday night. That would be. Imagine if we get Houston UCLA would be the lowest watched.
Yeah.
Championship
Well,
game
no,
of all
because
time.
you got UCLA. You've got a
But
big
it's
audience
nice out there, Los Angeles.
What time is the
would be at
game?
like 5 surfing prime surfing weather.
That's
rips and
4:05
tubes.
hours,
Yeah. People stuck in traffic. You can't have that.
There's the element of Rick Pitino coached Mick Cronin.
Yes.
I didn't realize that. What a great job. Another feather in Rick Pitino's cap.
Basically, his national championship if they win.
Yeah,
that's fair.
We're going to let him put the tattoo back on his shoulder if they win this one.
That's fair to say. It will be the games. Jake, you're our college basketball expert. How do you rank this? You've been to a bunch of Final Fours.
I've been to one Final Four.
Oh,
I've been much of tournament
been
games.
to a Final Four.
Yeah.
Maybe you know what? Then maybe we'll ask Billy this question.
All right.
No. But where do you rank this?
If we can get Gonzaga Baylor, I actually wrote a blog about this. It would be great for like inner college basketball fans, but the casual sports fan maybe not. They won't set aside their time. If it was Duke versus Kentucky in the championship,
Right. Oh, I also, speaking of that, I have to walk back something I said on Wednesday. So I got confused. Sweet 16 had crazy numbers. Elite 8 didn't.
Right.
So hopefully they don't keep the Elite 8 on Monday and Tuesday.
Yes.
So we have some hope.
Yes.
Well, in fairness to you, we had just finished the Elite Eight, so they didn't have the ratings yet.
Thank you.
So you
Jake.
just meant to say
I
Sweet
appreciate
16.
that.
Yes.
Thank
Of
you,
course.
Jake.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope that they go back to the old way. But what happens if there's like a positive COVID test this weekend?
I think
Are they going to delay the
we just
entire
can't
thing?
you see the
about it.
Baylor coach, the Baylor women's coach was
Yeah.
like,
No.
hey, listen, just stop testing.
She said no one should get tested because
Don't
if you
test.
you know what? Only the winners, only the champions should have access to COVID tests.
Yeah. I do think, I mean, it would be quite a story. I mean, the Nationals and the Mets having to cancel the first 4 games of the season kind of sucks.
Oh shit! Do I have to bench Juan Soto now?
Yeah, you do.
This sucks.
You're already behind.
Fantasy baseball sucks.
You already are behind.
What happened? And Max Scherzer. God damn it! What happens when if there were to be a test? Though you think that they would delay the national championship on Monday, right?
It depends.
It's in a controlled environment. I don't know. Let's just hope. it doesn't
Knock
happen.
on wood.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Bill Walton never texted me back, but we did hear through his people that he wasn't allowed to come on because of ESPN. So,
Okay.
yeah. But whatever. It's fine.
No, that's good, Billy. Big K, you got to talk that up. Be like Bill Walton banned from Pardon My Take.
Oh, yeah.
By ESPN.
They won't let us have these people on. No, and then shout out that one AWL who tweeted me saying he saw Bill Walton on his bike and just screamed at him, go on Pardon My Take. So just keep doing that, and hopefully, eventually, he'll just, I don't know, end up in a bad, acid trip where he's like, I got to do Pardon My Take
Not
again.
a really good acid trip.
Yeah, well, a bad one where he's like, just forgets everything, is like, I got to do this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we bring him back to the light. Mm-hmm. So then it's like, there we go, Bill. We're back to the light. Anything else before we get to our interviews? Anything else?
Kittle did a prank too.
That was mean.
that was it. No, that was actually very funny. That was the funniest one by far because he's our
100%,
friend. Yeah, everyone thought it was Jaguars.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah,
And he changed his Avi to a troll face.
I like
AVI
that.
is how you pronounce it.
Wait, which troll face was it?
It was the OG troll
No,
face.
do an impression right now. This is bad radio. Do the troll face.
Oh, that's good.
pretty
Yeah, you got to pronounce chin, Billy.
Yeah.
I like that.
We've got Roy Williams emotional at the podium, and it's not an April Fool's joke.
Is he crying? Oh yeah,
Oh, dadgummit.
he is. That is really the saddest part. Is we're losing one of the all-time best criers.
Right.
So we can get into this with Tate if you want, but I actually do feel like my take about him being a better coach than Coach K has been vindicated at this point.
How so?
So by the stats, since he's been at North Carolina, so since he's been at North Carolina has 5 Final Four appearances. Duke's only had 3. They've won the ACC in the regular season 9 times to Coach K's 3 since he's been there.
Mm-hmm.
They've made the NCAA tournament. They've only missed it once. Duke has missed it twice, I believe. Yeah, twice if we're counting last year.
Well, okay. So
yeah.
okay.
Well, they bowed out.
Yeah. But what about Coach K having more championships and more wins?
But since they've been because he coached for longer, I think Roy Williams
was at Kansas.
I think Roy Williams has
he coached for a long time.
I think he's got a higher winning percentage than Coach K does.
Okay.
But yeah, at Kansas, that was the previous iteration, though.
Yeah.
But you could also make the argument that Coach K at Duke had Christian Laettner take him and essentially single-handedly won those 2 national champions. Without that one shot against Kentucky, it would be people wouldn't talk about Coach K the same way that they do right now. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I think that Roy Williams has been a better coach since he came to the ACC than Coach K has.
So it's just it's not career. It's just defined as ACC.
Yeah, I mean, you could make the argument for a career, but I think in terms of the ACC, it actually is cut and dry that Roy Williams has been a better coach since he's gotten to the ACC.
Okay.
That's not really an argument.
But Coach K has more national championships in the ACC? I think that's since Roy Williams got there? I would say, yeah, I think so, right?
No.
2? 3? When did Roy Williams
So they
get
won
there?
in 2010 over Butler, then 2015 over.
So
Yeah,
same.
North Carolina has 3.
No, they have 2.
2005, 2009, 2017.
Oh, okay. So all right. So wait, how many?
No, Coach K also won in 01, 91, 92, 01, 2010, 2015.
So wait,
But that's before Roy Williams got there, right?
Fair. He got there in 03
That's
after
what- yeah.
Syracuse beat Kansas.
Since
How
then-
many championship?
So we're just defining it as when he went to ACC. So how many titles does Roy have? 3?
4.
3.
3. And
All right.
Coach K has 5.
Correct.
Okay.
But Roy Williams, that Chris Jenkins shot would have been 4.
Yeah, that's
Well, it
true.
was a tie
Well,
game,
I mean,
but
you
yeah.
could do that. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, we
Kidding.
should do that with Christian Laettner.
Yeah.
That shot missed. The UNC shot went in. Now they're even at 4.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I hate Coach K, but I think his resume is still better than
Yeah, Gordon
Roy's.
Hayward and Chris Jenkins switcheroo, 4-4.
Yep, that's
Roy's
it.
a Hall of Fame
There it
coach
is.
too.
Yep.
Fantastic coach. All right, let's get to our interviews. First up, we got Jared Butler from Baylor, who's playing on Saturday, and then we're going to get to Tate Frazier and talk a little more Roy Williams, Final Four, UNC. Before we do that, quick word from our friends at Helix Sleep. Billy, you need a new mattress, right? We got to get you one of these.
I do.
All right, so Helix Sleep has a quiz that takes just 2 minutes to complete and matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you. Why would you buy a mattress made for someone else with Helix? You're getting a mattress that you know will be perfect by the way you sleep. Everybody's unique, and Helix knows that, so they have several different mattress models to choose from. They have soft, medium, and firm mattresses. Mattresses great for cooling you down if you sleep hot, and even a Helix Plus mattress for plus-size sleepers. I took the Helix quiz. I was matched with the mattress. We got these, I think, a year ago. They're awesome. Great mattresses, very comfortable. And like I said, they make sure that the mattress is perfect for you, your sleeping preferences. Everyone sleeps differently, but Helix makes sure that you will be comfortable on the Helix mattress. So if you're looking for a mattress, you take the quiz, you order the mattress that you're matched to, and the mattress comes right to your door, shipped for free. You don't ever need to go to a mattress store again. Just go to helixsleep.com/take. Take their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll match you to a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but you will. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattresses orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/take. That's helixsleep.com/take for up to $200 off and 2 free pillows. helixsleep.com/take. We're also brought to you by our friends at GoPuff. GoPuff delivers all of your daily needs so fast that it's almost confusing, from food and drinks to cleaning supplies and home needs. We're down 24/7 to show up with a bag of stuff you want. How do they do it? Well, GoPuff actually stores 2,500 plus products in their local facility. So when you order, your stuff comes directly from GoPuff to you, hence order in seconds, delivered in minutes. We've been using it all tournament long. It has been fantastic. During the March tourney, GoPuff is giving everyone a chance to save even more money just by buying what they like on GoPuff, and they're delivering straight to you, so they never have surge pricing. Delivery is always $195 no matter what. They created a bracket of their own as well and seeded products according to popularity on GoPuff mobile app. So go download the GoPuff mobile app right now. The winning products are then put on sale, so it's great. You get some sales. You get some great products delivered in seconds from your couch. You can order GoPuff. Go download the app right now. Make sure to get in the game by heading to either gopuff.com/go or downloading the GoPuff mobile app today. Use code PardonMyTake for $25 off your first order as well. Pardon My Take on the GoPuff app, $25 off your first order. That's on us. Do it right now. Thank you to GoPuff. Okay, here he is, Baylor's junior, great player, superstar player, Jared Butler. Okay, we now welcome on a very special guest. He's playing in the Final Four on Saturday against the University of Houston. It is Jared Butler from Baylor. Awesome to have you on. Congratulations, first and foremost. Pretty damn cool to be in the Final Four, especially given everything that's happened this year. So has that what's the plan going into the Final Four? Like, did you guys, the game was late. You guys finished the game Monday. Have you had like a second to let it all kind of soak in and be like, holy shit, this is pretty damn cool. We're 2 games away from immortality.
Yeah, totally. When making it to the Final Four is just a pretty cool thing. Cutting the nets down, like just a big hoorah and whatnot. And I think it's different for some people. Like different people, they were like, even at the celebration, they were like, "Oh, we got 2 more to go." Like, they're not even happy at that celebration. There's other people that are just like, "Wow, we made it to the Final Four," and kind of taking like a day and a half to get over it. And but it's definitely important for us to like reset and be like, "All right, it's go time." Especially today. I think today is probably like the last day you could ever think about it.
Right.
Where did you fall in that spectrum? Were you celebrating? Were you going crazy, or were you like, "Hey guys, stop smiling. We got a game to prepare for"?
No, I was one of the guys, like when I woke up, I was over it. So I think that was good.
So do they tell you how to cut the net down? That's always confused me because it seems like there are some guys that get up to the top of the ladder and they know exactly how to like cut down the net properly so the next guy gets his piece.
They don't give you any advice. I usually take like a big piece. Like I try to get the biggest piece I can get.
Yeah.
And like, and I'm like, I need to, I don't know, just put it on my hat and just have extra just in case. But yeah, that's me. They don't tell you anything.
So I was reading an article about how, you last year you obviously were thinking about going to the NBA. You came back to Baylor. You worked on your defense. And one of the things that you said helped was you were watching film in a different way. What was that? How did you, for me, defense always comes down to really effort, but you clearly got so much better in so many different ways. How did you do that?
Yeah, that's a great point. Like most people don't watch film for defense and they don't see different plays where they could have, gotten a steal or like just a better technique. But I was like, just when me and one of the assistant coaches just watch film and there'd be so many instances where I was like, man, I could have got the steal, or I knew that pass was gonna, come. And after just watching film, I was just like, all right, I'm not hesitating anymore. I'm just gonna, make the play on the ball and see ahead. And watching film helps you do that, to see ahead, and that's really helped me a lot this year.
When you were growing up as a kid, were you daydreaming about playing in a Final Four? Like, because I remember when I was a little kid, I would think about like hitting the last shot, the buzzer beater, and there would always be like a particular play I would run. I'd do the countdown out loud, like 3, 2, 1. Is that something that you thought about growing up? Is there like a specific dream that you'd have or a play that you'd run in your own head, picturing yourself in this moment?
Yeah, for sure. I was always the kid that's like, I wanted to go off in the NCAA tournament, like just have like, just like 10 threes in a game. Like that was my dream. The game winning shot was like kind of like, yeah, I guess everybody done that, like did that. But like I just wanted to go off and just have like, back to back threes, and just people were just like, wow, like, that was kind of like my dream.
Well, that could happen on Saturday. How much harder is it to shoot in Lucas Oil Stadium versus the places you guys played your earlier games, Hinkle and all the other places that the games were taking place?
Yeah, it's so different. Just the backdrop and how far the back wall is from the backboard. So it's still perception change, and it got to me. I'm not gonna lie. The first game we played in the Lucas Oil, and but like at this point, I've like had to overcome that and just be like, all right, like we're gonna play on these courts, and like this is gonna happen. And I've been shooting it better since then. So yeah, I'm feeling good about it.
Are you fully vindicated now in your decision to return to Baylor for another year? Like, have you officially silenced the haters since you got to a Final Four? You're like, look, I made the right choice.
Yeah, I think I went to another level and saying, like, you know, I came back to Baylor, and now, like, I don't play for people's, you know, vindication or validation, or, you know, I don't play for people's, you know, opinion on me. Like, at this point, I've become just at peace at just where I'm at in life and my basketball career and who I am as a basketball player. And so, like, I think that's where I'm at. I'm over the, like, you know, trying to prove the haters or whatnot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's a double for you because you didn't go to the NBA, and also you were originally enrolled at Alabama, then transferred to Baylor. So you have, like, I mean, I know that you never talk bad about Alabama, but you watch that game and you're like, oh, well, that could have been me on that, you know, court losing in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, totally. And, you know, but I think, yeah, Bama's done a great job this year. And, yeah, no, it's a good feeling to be, you know, one of the Final Four teams, man. It's amazing.
Credit to you. You never talk bad about Bama. That was nice. Good job.
It was a really good political
that was
answer.
a really good job by you.
Do you like Alabama?
No, I do. The reason I left Alabama wasn't like some, like, you know, nasty type thing. And then most of the guys that are at Alabama now, like, I only know about 3 guys, like John Petty, Alex Reese, and Herb Jones. So, like, and there's a new coach, Avery Johnson, not there anymore. So, yeah.
So when you decided to go to Baylor, I read on Wikipedia, so it's probably wrong, but it said that you decided, like, when you were being recruited, you were confused why they weren't recruiting you harder. And was that actually, like, it ended up being a great technique where it was like, nah, we don't want this guy, and it made you want to go there more?
No, it didn't. So, like, the reason why I was mad they didn't recruit me earlier is because my high school coach sent 2 other players to Baylor, Ricardo Gallers and Tweety Carter. And so, like, it was like a no-brainer, like, the next best kid under the coach, like, you know, they know who I am. And they just took to, like, the last month of my junior year, you know, the summer period. And then they finally offered me. So I just felt kind of disrespected. And and I ended up committing to Alabama. And I think I held on to that grudge a little bit. But, like, I just ultimately, God just said, no, this is where you need to be. And we both had to, like, let go of our egos, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So Saturday, you're playing Houston. Let's say there's 10 seconds left. You're down 1. Who's taking the last shot on your team? Are you saying to Coach Drew, like, hey, I'm the guy, or maybe not? I don't know. I need to know who's taking the last shot on the Baylor Bears.
I think it's usually it depends on who's got it going, like, throughout the game. You know, I think it's easy to tell who's, like, you know, who's been hitting shots and, like, in the last 5 minutes, like, what happened. And but I think either way it goes, like, it's just like that's just a weird question because it definitely just falls on who's got it going and who's got the best chance for us to make it.
I was just trying to get a headline grab because I wanted you to be like, yeah, I'm taking the last shot. I'm the man.
Yeah.
But you're too nice. I know you're too. I know, but I had to take my shot. That was me taking the shot. You got to take it.
Okay, how about this? You're the coach, but you're also playing. But you're 2 different people. But as the coach, if you're drawing up the last play, who gets the last shot?
Oh man, that makes the question even harder. I'm not gonna lie, but I think again, you just got to go with the hot hand at the time of the moment.
Yeah, I mean, you said earlier, like, you didn't dream about hitting the last shot necessarily. You dreamed about just going off. So at what point have you went off during a game? What is that, like 24, 26 points? Is that going off?
Yeah, or, like, if I haven't missed the 3 the whole game, that means I'm usually on, or like that means that's indication for hotness, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you the West Virginia game and the Kansas game this year, I feel like you were in the zone in those games. Let's ask it this way: there's 4 Jared Butlers and then 1 Masio Teague. Who does Coach Drew have take the last shot?
Who's ever got the hot hand. If Maso's hit, like, 4 called guys in the game, like, I mean, or 5 called guys in the game, then you got to go with it. If Jared's hit, like, 4 or 5 3-pointers, then you got to go with him.
Wait, what's a call God?
Oh, you've never seen – do you watch our games?
Yeah, I do, but I did not – well, I have watched way too much of Baylor. I just said that Kansas game, the West Virginia game, you also beat my team, the Badgers, in the second round. But I'm not cool enough to know what you guys are doing. I know the mullet guy can dunk, which is crazy. But what is the Call God actually like? How did that start?
Macio's like signature like celebrations after he's the three, he's like call God. You know, it used to be just call me, but now it's like call God. He raises up to the sky. It's like, you know,
okay,
need some help.
Okay.
So if he hits a couple call God, what's the difference between calling God and praying? Kind of the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Totally.
Well, one God's on speed dial, I'd assume.
Yeah.
There's just you're hoping he gets the message.
One is like you're leaving a message after the tone. Yeah,
right.
God sends you direct. He hits the ignore button, but call God, it's like I got a direct line.
Yeah, when you pray, it's delivered. When you call God, it says it's got a read receipt on.
Yeah. I like to snap God.
Yeah.
Just make it
Hit him
disappear
up.
real
I like
quick.
to page God.
Yeah, on his
still got a
his
beeper.
sidekick.
Yeah, he's still got a
Page
beeper. I shoot him a quick page.
Page
Like,
God.
hey, can we get this
I
game?
might use that.
Yeah.
Man.
So what's it like right now in the bubble? Because I would have to assume that there are some times where you just get bored. Like there are only so many team building activities you can do. I know that Alabama said they went to the zoo, which actually sounds amazing. I'm still thinking about that zoo. But like, what have you guys been up to kind of keep you together and keep your minds from wandering too much?
Yeah, it's a grind because like you literally have nothing to do. For me personally, I've just been like trying to find good movies on Netflix, which is like the hardest thing in the world because like, you know, it's just Netflix. We play a lot of Connect Four, and it's been a lot of competitive Connect Four games, and we've been, you know, just doing that. We play some cornhole in our meeting room. Some guys got PS4s, whatever, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know, grind it out, you know.
What was the level of panic in the Villanova game when you guys were down early? Because you guys do have such a great team, and I feel like the strength of your team is that you guys, when you want to just ratchet up the defense, you feed all off that, and you guys start basically runs on defense. But you guys are down at half. Was there any panic? Was there any like, what's going on, guys? Why aren't we playing better? Or was it like, hey, if we just get a couple stops here, we're going to be back in this and beat them?
Yeah, there wasn't any panic, but I think it was just like all right, like, you know, like we gotta like buckle down or like get serious or like, all right, there's no more fooling around, like, you know, and I think that changes all the aspects of our game. And sometimes when we're not hitting shots, it can affect our defense. But I think we changed from like, all right, our defense is gonna, you know, be good no matter what, and we're just gonna live with how it is on offense. And yeah, I mean, once our defense picks up, it's pretty hard to beat us. But yeah, I think that was the change.
It's fun watching when you guys are like, all right, we're gonna just start shutting teams down because you jump on them and it's like, holy fuck, now they're up 10 out of nowhere. You back to Netflix real quick. A little birdie told me that you're a big rom-com guy. What's your favorite rom-com?
I'll always say the breakup with Jennifer Aniston and yeah,
Vince Vaughn.
That's a good one.
Yeah, although that one, like, it doesn't really have a great ending. It's kind of an like. Well, I guess they kind of.
Best part.
You like that? You like that they split up?
Wait, no, they get back together at the very, very end.
No, they look at each other. They see each other on the street.
The look in their eyes, you can tell. I think they're back. Do you think they get back together?
I don't know. I think so. Like, I don't know. But like, I love that. Like, I love how we're just even debating about it. You know?
Yeah,
just guys being dudes.
That's a good.
That's
a good one.
What about Love Actually? That's a good one. And
Love Actually?
Yeah, Love. Have you never seen Love Actually?
Like, explain the plot a little bit.
It's like 6 different plots going on at once. It's pretty much the best rom-com of all time. It's fantastic. You'd love it. It came out like, what, 2005, 2004?
2003.
2003, yeah.
Would I actually love it?
Yeah, I think if you really do like rom-coms, you'd love that.
He was making a joke.
Huh? Oh, actually, that's good. Fuck. That's really... God damn, that's good.
Oh,
what about When Harry Met Sally?
No, never seen that one.
That's the one where she comes in Katz's Deli, and then the other lady goes, "I'll have what she's having." No, you'd love it.
Yeah, you'd love.
Actually, you might not.
Yeah. PFT, ask your question about the layups.
Oh yeah, good point. All right, so I've been watching a lot of film on you guys this year. I've noticed. I don't know if it's something that you're coached on, but your team tends to shoot a lot of layups, like a lot of runners kind of in the lane, where you don't really jump. You almost put the layup up a half step earlier, so you don't give the defense a chance to like key on that and go up on and swat it. Is that something that you guys actually make a point of emphasis on?
No, we actually don't. We've never talked about it in practice. Like, we've never like, oh, this is like, this is like a little finish we do. It's actually just an in-game type thing. Dang.
All right.
Like,
well, you do it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I've noticed it too. I mean, you guys just might also be faster and better than everyone too. So that also plays into it. Because I've noticed that you guys are really fast and really good. So, yeah.
Do you think sometimes you dunk too much and too hard?
I've thought about that. Sometimes, you just you got to be a little nice sometimes because you don't just want to disrespect the game. But, and then there's other times you're like, if we were on the other side, they would dunk it, just as hard. So
yeah, I was gonna say, listen, if I could dunk, I would only disrespect the game. I would just be constantly disrespecting the game. That seems like the funnest part of the game is to disrespect it.
Yeah, no, but at the same time,
you're too nice of a guy. You're a genuinely nice guy. I like it.
But have you gone back and like watched the tape of that game against Wisconsin and just there were probably like 6 or 7 points in the game where it was just like, all right, we get it. You're so much better at basketball than Wisconsin. It's unnecessary to just keep jamming it through the crust of the earth on these guys.
Nah, that was actually a pretty fun game.
Yeah, I know. Like, for you, it was awesome. You guys were really fucking good, and you locked down on defense. It must have been a lot of fun.
But I felt like Wisconsin was like really like they came into the game pretty confident. Like after they beat North Carolina by like 20, and they're just like, oh, we're gonna beat Baylor too. Like I felt that, but like I don't know if they were actually thinking that, but I just felt that going into the game. So maybe that was why. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a fantastic award that happens every year where Jim Nantz gives his tie to the best senior on the team that wins the national title. You've probably heard of it. It's probably the most coveted award in basketball. Is there a senior on your team right now that you kind of have circled as being the guy that's going to get Jim Nantz's tie if you win the whole thing?
Oh, that's a tough one. It's really between Mark Vidal and Maceo Teague. And that's like a tough one because Mark Vidal's been here for 5 years. He's been committed to Baylor since like 8th grade. Just ridiculous, Baylor for life type dude. Then there's Maceo Teague, heavy contributor, big time competitor. Like, I don't know. I think you got to build a statue for both of them. You got to give the net to both of them.
Oh, I like that. So the other guy with a statue there, Robert Griffin, has he reached out to you? Is Robert Griffin like around the team? Is he giving you guys like attaboys or like hitting you up and cheering you guys on?
No, he doesn't. He has reached out when we played Kansas. I want to say last year. He came to the game. He was like courtside. That was pretty cool. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. But that's about it. I don't think he's not that involved. I don't know what else he does with the football team, stuff like that. But
yeah. I had one last question. Actually, I have two last questions. Do you ever Baylor fans? They do the bear thing, like this. Yeah. Do you ever look up and you're like, this looks kind of ridiculous? Because they show it on TV and it's like a bunch of grown men going like this. And it looks it's kind of like the Texas.
It is awkward.
Yeah, the TCU horn frog when everyone's like this. It's a little weird.
Yeah, it's all weird. Like majority of the time, it's like a weird thing. Like, but I think that's what makes it like cool. Everybody's being weird at the same time.
Yeah.
Every time I do it, I'm like, oh, this is kind of awkward every time.
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay, that answers my question perfectly because it you're right. It looks weird. It feels awkward. But if everyone's doing it together, it's cool. Yeah.
It's actually a genius hand sign because you can't go horns down with it. Like I'm trying to go down. Mm-hmm. You can't turn it down. Like it's hard to turn it upside down. If you guys win, are you going to go Cougs down? Or are you going to go like this?
Yeah.
Ooh,
down.
Do their sign down?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, no, I don't think it's not about us beating Houston. It's about like us getting to the championship game. So it's like, why would we even do that?
Yeah, that's true.
You would be the first to do it, though.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, too.
My last question was, so fans, obviously, the legalization of gambling, do people tell you the spreads? Do they, like, whisper to you? Do they say, hey, like, nice shot there at the end or anything like that? Are players aware of it?
I get a lot of, like, Instagrams or DMs when, like I just so happen to, like, mess up the spread or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, sometimes like I just get DMs and stuff like that, and I just like that's about it. But like nobody ever like comes to me and is like, oh, this is the spread.
Do you get people like what's the meanest thing someone said to you on DM?
I can't say it on here. They're just like, thanks, Jared Butler, for just messing up my life, and it's just like, all right, man, like I'm sorry.
Oh man,
You're apologizing. Don't apologize to those people.
It is crazy when you like, because obviously we're passionate sports fans, but you do have to. I jokingly tweet all throughout the tournament, they're just kids, but it's like part of the reason, part of the entire dynamic of not getting paid, which hopefully will get fixed eventually in the NCAA, is like you got to take it a little bit easier on them. Like you can't. It's not the same as pros when you're like bashing guys online and stuff.
Yeah, no, you're totally right, man.
So next year we'll motherfuck you and then we'll feel fine about it. So just get ready for that. Yeah.
I'll get ready for it.
Well, thanks, man. This has been awesome. We appreciate you taking some time. Good luck on Saturday. I think I'll say it. Everyone wants to see Baylor versus Gonzaga, so let's hope that we get that. And good luck in the game.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. It's been fun.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Jared Butler is brought to you by our great friends over at Liquid IV. Liquid IV is the best way to hydrate when you push your body hard or if you feel run down. You got to stay hydrated. You got to make hydration a priority. It helps you feel healthier on a day-to-day basis. With one stack of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water, you get 2 to 3 times the amount of hydration as just plain water. It's a water multiplier. It contains 5 essential vitamins, more vitamin C than an orange. It's got as much potassium as a banana. It's healthier than sugary sports drinks, no artificial flavors. You don't have preservatives. You have less sugar than in an apple. It's made with clean ingredients. You got non-GMO, vegan, and free of gluten, dairy, and soy ingredients in there. The optimal ratio of glucose, sodium, and potassium delivers water and nutrients directly into your bloodstream. It's the perfect balance to help you hydrate quickly and more effectively than water alone. One stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water gives you as much hydration as 2 to 3 bottles of plain water. And they're donating 4 million servings in response to COVID-19. They're donating servings to hospitals, to first responders, to food banks, veterans, and active military. Liquid IV has donated over 10 million servings globally, so they're doing some good. And you can get it in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use promo code TAKE at checkout. So you get 25% off anything you order when you get better hydration today using promo code TAKE when you go to liquidiv.com. Here he is, Tate.
Okay, we now welcome on a friend of ours. It's actually his first time on. It is Tate Frazier from the Titus and Tate podcast. He's actually sitting next to Mark Titus in their car.
Sorry.
Oh, wait, we're not even...
Sorry.
Okay, we're going to start again.
We were getting hacked. We're sorry.
We're in the middle of getting hacked on Instagram. So, it's a whole thing. I swear. That's actually real.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry, guys. Tough day.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we now welcome on a friend of ours, first time on the show. He is of Titus and Tate podcast fame. It is Tate Frazier. He's in the car right now with our other friend, Mark Titus. Mark is texting while driving. Very illegal. But, Tate, so the big news today, Roy Williams has retired. And
yes.
I thought of you first. You're a diehard North Carolina fan, UNC fan. You went there. You're from there. So we thought, who would be better to have on than you? And also maybe talk a little Final Four, which we can loop Mark in at the end of that. But so let's start just off the top. How many timeouts do you think Roy Williams is bringing with him to retirement?
I think at least 5, Dan. First and foremost, it's great to be on the show. Big fan of the program from afar. Mark Titus sitting right next to me, been on the show plenty of times. Listen to those shows. So it's great to be here. Second, you asked about North Carolina. I did not expect this. I'm in Indiana right now. We're at the Final Four. Titus is giving me a tour of Indiana, his home state. I'm seeing, the Basketball Hall of Fame. I saw where they shot Hoosiers today. I saw Hinkle Fieldhouse. I'm having a great day. And then in the middle of all this, Dan, I get a, text from my brother that just says, "Oh no." And I'm thinking something to my family may have happened. I'm like, okay, like what's going on here? No, Roy Williams decides he's not a good basketball coach, and it's time to hang it up. And I just watched the press conference. I'm in a restaurant. I'm like tearing up as I hear him talk about North Carolina basketball. And this whole day has just been a whirlwind. And the fact that I'm in Indiana is probably a good distraction, but the rest of it is not so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sad.
I do like the fact that you guys are always together. Like, me and Big Cat always get the question whenever somebody sees us in public without the other person. Like, hey, is your co-host there with you? But you guys, it's actually true. You guys actually you guys sleep in the same bed, right?
Yes. That's the common misconception. Yes, we are always together. And but no, in general, like with Titus being here, it's been nice because we just did, I don't know if you guys saw this, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we did an emergency Brad Stevens podcast, which is all about like, where will Brad Stevens go next? What is the move for Brad Stevens? We realized it wasn't IU, but now America wants it to be Carolina. And I want to come on your show nationally and say, we don't want Brad Stevens. Let's put that out there.
What?
We don't want it.
Why not?
Why do I want a floundering NBA coach to be my coach? I'm trying to win championships.
Oh my God! I hope he's now the coach of the Tar Heels next year, just for that clip, just because you put that all on the record.
Me too, BFT. Because if that's the case, then I am literally going to have to riot because I do not want this to happen. Send him to Duke. He's a private school coach. Send him to Duke.
You're going to get Hubert Davis, and you're going to like it.
I don't know.
No comment. No comment.
Yes.
Do you want Wes Miller?
They're going to promote from within.
I am a Wes Miller believer. I want Wes Miller to be the coach at some point in his career. I think if it had to be now, I'm much happier with him being the head coach than maybe some other candidates that Big Cat was just throwing out there. Mm-hmm. I love Wes. Carolina basketball, Wes Miller knows really well. He knows how to recruit. John Shire, who's the coach at Duke, assistant coach, hates Wes Miller, which lets me know he's a really good coach. That's how the Duke guys are scared of him. So that gives me more of a, emboldening opinion on him. But I will say in general, if you're North Carolina, you got to go outside the family or at least make some phone calls. At least call Mark Few and say, hey, Mark Few, do you want to leave Spokane, Washington and make, $8 million a year at North Carolina and Chapel Hill? I don't know. Let's see what he says. Let's call Scott Drew and see what Scott Drew's up to. Let's call, we can't call Billy Donovan because Roy Williams hates Billy Donovan. So that's not really in the conversation. But in general, North Carolina, make the phone calls. Let's see who wants to take the job. Calipari's already reached out to Carolina saying, I'll take the job.
Yeah. What about Brad Doherty running back? I mean, his recruiting class laid the groundwork for Roy Williams.
Absolutely. People forget that. You're right, BFT. Without Jawad Williams and Jackie Manuel, you're not winning that championship. Without Melvin Scott, you're not winning that championship.
Yep. What about Rick Pitino?
Ooh.
So this is what the dark web is saying. Pitino to Carolina. Why not? Why not shoot it to the moon? I'm saying in general, Argyle's not a thing for Pitino. He's a New York guy, so he's got to stay north.
I like that. So, I've got jokes that I'm not going to say about Rick Pitino because we are a pro Rick Pitino podcast. Mm-hmm. But if I were to say something about Rick Pitino, I would say like that ain't tar on his heel. Like not a natural fit there. It would be fun to see Rick Pitino get like a big job again, obviously. But what do you think is like the timing with the Roy Williams thing? Because I have a theory that it's more about, like, he said he's not the man for the job right now, like in this day and age. I think it might have something to do with the name, image, likeness thing happening right now. There was just, the Supreme Court just heard the NCAA. Basically, the NCAA got bent over in front of all the justices of the Supreme Court yesterday. So things are going to change. And I don't know if Roy feels like he can adapt to that.
I think that Roy Williams had, I think last year really hurt him, right? You have last year with Cole Anthony, you got the injuries. You're not going to make the tournament. And in general, you go from having Kobe White, Cam Johnson, 2 lottery picks, a number 1 seed in the tournament. You lose to Auburn, but it's okay because Auburn makes the Final Four. And then you come back to that. And then you have this season, which is worst case scenario. You have the talent, but you also have to play the game of I'm appeasing dads. It's a big time for college basketball dads. Like if you are a college basketball dad that's involved, invested in your kid, if you're a Marinovich of sorts, you're doing great. Walker Kessler's dad, I think he maybe broke Roy Williams a little bit. He comes in there and just says, like, my kid should be a stretch 5. He should be shooting threes. And Roy Williams is like, your kid sucks. Like, your kid should not be playing. What are you talking about? I'm a 3-time national champion. And then you mentioned the NIL stuff. I think that adds another layer to it, which is, do you want to teach an old dog new tricks? No, that's the rule. You don't do that. And Roy Williams is the example of a college basketball guy of the 20th century, of the old guard per se. And he doesn't want to adapt. He doesn't want to change. And I don't really blame him per se. I just wish they had a plan in place, because I think the plan right now, as Big Cat said, is Hubert Davis. Hubert Davis will probably be the next head coach in North Carolina. And I love Hubert Davis as a guy. I don't know Hubert Davis as a coach.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
So how much – I mean, I do think that it's not the game has passed Rory by, but he did feel like out of the big coaches, if you want to say the big programs, Cal, Bill Self, Coach K, he struggled the most with like the one and done and getting those – just stacking the team with freshmen and letting him go to the lottery the next year. Like, do you think that had something to do with it? Because it did feel like he never was able to fully embrace that, where Coach K, credit to him, he's a dinosaur, but he did adapt. He's changed his whole program.
I told Titus this, in the fall of 2009, there was a Skype call that changed everything, and it was Harrison Barnes, and he was Skyping in to say which school he was going to go to. Everyone in North Carolina, I was in high school at the time, senior, and everyone in high school was saying, Harrison Barnes is going to Duke. He loves Coach K. He's going to get his business degree at Duke. And then he Skyped into Roy Williams and said, I'm coming to North Carolina. The number one recruit in the country is going to North Carolina. We all celebrate. We're dancing on Coach K's grave. We're like, RIP. You guys have Kyle Singler and Brian Zubek. LOL, good luck. Meanwhile, little did we know, 6 months later, Brian Zubek would, illegal screen his way to a title. And Kyle Slinger would shoot out of his ass and beat, a Butler team in the championship game. And Duke basketball would then get Kyrie Irving. And Duke basketball would then, like you said, Big Cat, go into the one and done era, which is a decade of them being able to dominate on the recruiting trail.
Yeah.
Just in general, it's one of those things where, North Carolina at that time, I wish I could have captured the moment. I wish I could have enjoyed that 3-month period before Duke got back and dominated. And I told Titus this today, Coach K won the war, right? Yeah. Like Coach K won the war. Like in 2010, 2009, going into 2010, Duke basketball was dead. Carolina won the war. We are 1 in 2005, 1 in 2009. Duke has no hope, and he was able to outlast and endure. So congratulations to him.
I have a spin zone for you because it seems like you're down. Here's the spin zone, okay? Unlike some other teams out there that recently had a hiring take place, Chris Beard is already at Texas. Shaka Smart is already at Marquette, and Brad Stevens is staying with the Celtics. So you can't have 3 high-profile guys turn the job down, further making it an embarrassment that they have to then go get a guy who's never coached a day of college basketball and has been quote-unquote called low energy to be the head of your program. I'm not talking to you, Titus. I'm talking to Tate. So that's good.
I will say this. In general, I think the North Carolina job never gets offered to anyone. I don't think that there is a phone call that's made to a Mark Few, or like I said before, none of those guys get called, and Hubert Davis just gets bumped up, and that's kind of where we are. And as I told Titus earlier, if Hubert Davis is the guy, then I think it's an 18-month trial period, right? You see what 18 months looks like, and if it sucks, and if it looks like it's Matt Darty 2.0, unlike what PFT said with the recruits, maybe if he's got the recruits, we keep him. But if it's Matt Darty 2.0 and things aren't going well, you got to go outside the family. You got to make a real hire. I wish it would be Wes Miller. I wish it could be Jerry Stackhouse. My long shot is it could be Rasheed Wallace, right? Rasheed Wallace is a high school coach.
Oh, yes. That's what I want.
That would be awesome.
That's what I'm saying. Ball don't lie. Both teams played hard. Think about that. After a game, both teams played hard and ball don't lie. Those are 2 great answers to all the press. You don't have to do anything else. I will say smoking blunts after Carolina games probably isn't what Carolina fans are necessarily looking for. But for me, sounds pretty good. I mean, those are my long shots.
You play on Tobacco Road. You can't be that picky. You can't be like, whoa, marijuana? No, that's not our culture. That's right. We just stick to the hard stuff.
We invented this.
Well,
it was just a different plan.
Yeah. And people will then now say, when I get excited about the idea of Rasheed Wallace going to be coach at UNC, people will be like, well, he's never coached in college, so how can you say he'd be good, but Mike Woodson is bad? Well, I would say to that, Mike Woodson is 63 years old. If you get a guy who's a little younger, like a Juwan Howard, so to speak, and someone who maybe can talk to the kids and not be like back in my day when I were playing in peach baskets, you'd have a little bit of a better chance.
Yeah, Yeah.
All those 17-year-olds that grew up loving the Fab Five, Dan. Yeah, that was.
I mean, 17-year-olds do love Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah, and what about Juwan Howard being on the Miami Heat championship team? You forgot about that?
That's right. Yeah. All those 14-years are getting recruited right now are like, man, you know who I loved was Juwan Howard on the '92 Michigan team.
They love the Black Sox.
I also think just like a coach that's that rich that walks in the door and like it's public information to see how many. Well, he's made probably like $150 million in his career.
Yep.
Like that's cool. Yep. You want to play for that guy.
Titus, you know that when you get to 65, that's usually retirement age. So Mike Woodson is going to be there.
Listen.
Oh, 2 years. 2 years.
The reason Carolina fans are all shook up about Roy retiring is that he waited till after Mike Woodson already accepted. If only he would have done this before, there could have been a bidding war. And we could have figured out which is the better job. We could have figured it out.
Right.
Does Mike Woodson want to go to Carolina or Indiana? We'll find out. Now, we'll never know.
You bring up a really good point and something I love to do, which is talk about just like what are the best jobs. Like if you were to rank college basketball jobs, I would put UNC, definitely top 5, maybe top 3.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Titus and I were just talking about this. I think that the top 2 jobs in college basketball are Kansas and North Carolina, and they're interchangeable to me. So it's like I could go to Kansas and go to Lawrence and be king and be able to do what I need to do with Adidas. I go to North Carolina with Jordan, do what I need to do, get the kids that want to play because of the prestige. You got Wilt Chamberlain or you got Michael Jordan, right, at the end of the day. Kentucky is probably number 3 on that list for me. I could understand. I know Kentucky fans. I feel them right now. They're like coming at my neck for saying they're number 3, but we've seen Kentucky be a Billy Gillispie time. We know what, Calipari has been able to do, but that's a Calipari spin on Kentucky. I don't know what Kentucky is without Calipari. They want to find that out, so we'll see. I think UCLA is the 4th best job in the country because, again, you got LA behind you, you got John Wooden behind you, you got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar behind you, so you got a good setup there. So those are pretty much my top 4. And then I think my 5th school would probably be Indiana. And I know you guys are going to laugh, but I think Indiana would probably be my top 5. I think that in general, you just have kids that want to play there because of the prestige, tradition, whatever it is. And you have Indianapolis, which has a ton of basketball talent and, the surrounding area in general. So I like recruiting states. I like fertile recruiting states, and I like basketball states. So I think those are my top 5 jobs.
I agree with you. Indiana is definitely a prestige job, a top-of-the-line job, which just makes the Mike Woodson hire that more baffling. Right? Like I totally agree. I said it before they did the hire. Yeah. I was like, Indiana is, you basically the same list that you just listed, where it's like you got a couple of the blue bloods that have been relevant in these last 20 years. They're number 1. And then, what's up?
I cannot wait for Greg Gard to get fired in like 3 years.
Yeah. And Shaka Smart will just move 90 miles west.
Yeah, Alonzo Tucker is going to be your new coach, and then you're going to be like, I like it. I like where he's a legend.
He is a legend. He jumped out of the fucking gym, dude. He
couldn't shoot to save his life.
You don't need to shoot to score. You don't. UCLA is a perfect example. You don't need to shoot to score. You just gotta.
You don't need to score to win either.
You got to play free throw defense. Yeah. All right. Let's talk a little Final Four. We will now let Mark join the program after the cheap seats comments that he had there. Is it just guaranteed? Are we looking at Gonzaga Baylor?
I'll let you go first.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Gonzaga's going to smoke UCLA for sure. I think Houston's an interesting matchup for Baylor, but I think ultimately Houston and Baylor are pretty much the same team, and Houston's just not as good at doing what Baylor does. So that's. But I could see.
Shooting.
I could see Houston winning, but UCLA has no shot against Gonzaga.
Yeah.
No shot. What about Hep C? The magic of Hep C up in the stands.
No shot. Damn. No shot.
Yeah. I will kind of piggyback that. I think worst case scenario is that Houston wins as far as like entertainment value, because even if UCLA upsets Gonzaga, Big Cat, we get the Wisconsin-Kentucky moment from 2015 where America's just like, oh my God, I can't believe that Goliath fell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the idea of UCLA being David is hilarious. The idea of a team that has 11 titles playing 3 programs that have no titles is now the underdog in the Final Four. That's pretty ridiculous to me. I think Houston winning is worst case, though, because if Houston's in the title game, then Gonzaga or UCLA will beat them, in my opinion. So and Baylor's got like a weird Texas thing. They have an assistant coach at Houston that has a son that's a coach at Baylor. I don't like any of the connective tissue there. So there's a little bit of a Houston upset that I see. So I'm terrified of that.
If Houston does win, though, you'd have to, if you're an Indiana fan, you'd be like, man, the one that got away, Kelvin Sampson.
The one that put that program in the depths they had to. Kelvin Sampson screwed Indiana so badly that Dan Dockich ended up being the head coach. I mean, that's all it really needs to be said.
That's a perfect sentence.
That's it. Like, you think Indiana? I mean, for God's sakes.
Wait, it is hilarious though, looking back at what Kelvin Sampson got fired for and what the whole scandal was. And I saw like Pat Forty wrote an article about it when it happened, calling it like an egregious miscarriage of leadership by Kelvin Sampson.
Yeah.
He was texting kids. He sent like a few text messages out of season, and now looking back at that scandal, it's like it was nothing. It was literally nothing that he got fired for.
It's literally legal now. Like it was legal like almost immediately. I will say in Indiana's defense, and like I think Sampson was probably going to end up not being the right guy anyway for like off court stuff. At a certain point, Indiana fans would have revolted anyway. But I don't know. I think he could have won enough that it wouldn't matter. Like, there's a lot of off-court issues and whatever. We don't need to get into it. But I think he would have won. He would have probably won enough that people wouldn't have cared anyway. But it was a little more than just the phone calls. The phone calls were just. But yeah, that is frustrating that it's legal now. And if you did it now, no one would even care. Especially like given the FBI, we're in a post FBI world where like that doesn't even register at this point, given like Will Wade is on wiretaps.
Yeah.
And nothing. It's Sean Miller. Yeah. Wait, Titus, I'm going to actually say something nice about Indiana real quick, because I actually do think Thad Matta is a game changer. I'm being honest.
Yes.
So your old coach, who is a great recruiter, who knows how to run a big program, how much, like, what is his exact role going to be?
I don't know. I have no idea. I tried to ask him, and I don't even think he knows. I think it's just like, just kind of, he's just kind of there. He's just the guy. You know what his role is going to be? He's going to be the guy that has his arms crossed in like row 6 that they cut to at least once a game.
Yeah.
And they just show him. They're like, of course, Thad Matta involved in the program, and he's just got like an Indiana shirt on. No one can really define what he does. That's what he is.
But if you're a Hoosier fan, that's like you're basically hoping, because he knows all the high schools. He's obviously knows the area really well. Recruits Ohio, recruits Indiana. So I like, as much as I joke about Mike Woodson, if Thad Matta's actually involved here, that becomes a real kind of tandem.
I love that you're talking about Mike Woodson like he's never coached a game of basketball.
No, he has. He hasn't coached college. Wouldn't you say college is a little different?
College is harder?
No, college is different. They're just kids.
Dude,
they're just
kids. He's going to be coaching against like Greg Gard and Chris Collins. You're acting like this is like going to be the hardest thing.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. Did you not see Northwestern's December when they were playing 4 out and he was changing the basketball? Yeah, you saw. They beat Ohio State.
Yeah, he saw it.
Yeah,
he said no comment.
Yeah, he saw it. Yeah, Chris Collins is a fucking savvy mind.
I do like the idea, though, of Thad Matta. It's important to just have a guy that the cameras go to in the crowd. It does take heat off the coach when you have somebody like when Spoelstra took over in the Heat, and like the cameras were just always on Pat Riley in the stands. Like,
exactly.
It's good to take the heat off of an inexperienced coach that has never before coached a game at that level.
Basketball.
Yeah.
In fact, I want to volunteer my services right now. I want to get involved with Indiana. I want to be that guy that I want to be involved in the program. And every time things are going poorly, cut to me and just be like, of course, like Mark Titus has a lot to do with what we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
And just associate failure with me, so that way I can be the fall guy, and I will gladly fall on the sword for coach if they need me to.
All right, last question, Tate. I noticed you didn't answer my question. How many timeouts do you think Roy Williams, when he cleans out his desk for the last day tomorrow, he opens up a drawer and there's just like 1,000 timeouts that he just never used when someone was making a run on UNC?
I think that if I'm right about what NFTs are, I think he can turn the timeouts into NFTs, and then he can become a millionaire.
I'm gonna miss that so much, though. Roy, there was nothing, and Roy is a Hall of Famer. I loved, I like UNC basketball. I think he's a hilarious coach and very good coach. But there was something very special about a team going on like an 8-0, 10-0 run, and Roy just sitting there and being like, "Not gonna use my timeouts."
No timeout.
Yeah, deal with it yourself.
Yeah, it was like always a Dean Smith thing, right? You got to learn on the fly. Like I'm not going to help my team out, but like at certain times, like you said, Big Cat, when Texas A&M goes on a 16-0 run in the tournament, you say, all right, I think we should have called a timeout at some point.
Yes.
Yeah. So I love Roy Williams. He saved Carolina basketball. I think a lot of people forget that. Carolina basketball was 8-20 when I was a kid. You know, I went to the Blue-White game the year they went 8-20. I watched the Blue-White game. It was like watching two JV teams play each other. Adam Boone was our point guard. Brian Morrison was our shooting guard, and Jay Williams was at Duke dominating, and he wanted to play at Carolina. So I saw the worst of Carolina. Roy Williams came, saved the program, won 3 titles, did all he could. So, like, at the end of the day, I'm happy that I had the run that we had, but my biggest fear is being in Indiana basketball, and I say that with love. You know
it could always be worse.
Like,
much love.
I just don't want to be that. So, like, my hope is that Hubert. I know Titus is right here about to hit me in the face about that.
No,
but like,
no, you could be Wisconsin, where you're like always good enough.
Oh no, my friend. I have the self-awareness to know that they'll never win a title, and I don't think they're anything they're not, which means that I have happiness. Indiana fans, they're much like Nebraska football fans, where they think the glory days are right around the corner from coming back.
Right.
And that is torture. That is true torture.
Yeah, because as we know, all of the best football recruits every year come out of Lincoln, Nebraska, and if they could only just keep them in state, it would be fine. Which is, get out of here.
Do you think Mike Woodson? Do you think there's a chance Mike Woodson might fall asleep during a recruiting visit?
No, that's Hubert Davis. Unfortunately,
as I said when he was hired, Big Cat, everyone keeps harping on how old he is. The man does not have a gray hair on his head.
True.
Not a single one.
That's a fact.
Not in his
hair.
goatee.
True.
He's obviously not that old.
That's the Coach K test. As long as you stay black, you're good. You gotta keep the hair black, dye it, whatever it takes. That's the Mike Woodson.
Coach K will die at 100 with jet black hair. That's true.
Do you think that, ultimately, I know you said that Coach K came back after Carolina had buried him. If you were to put, Coach K versus Roy Williams, settle a bet, who had the better career coaching?
I mean, the better career. This is like a LeBron Jordan conversation. It's like, look, Coach K, by all accounts, is by far the better career and everything. But if push comes to shove, if you ask me who I want to be my coach, it's Roy Williams 100 out of 100 times.
Mm-hmm.
Not biased at all.
Agreed.
Not biased. I'm just saying, I want the guy who actually cares about me, not the devil.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
I agree with that part. Yeah, I agree with that part. Absolutely. All right, guys, enjoy Indiana. Where people can watch you tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we'll be 3x3U basketball. We'll be on Twitter. You know what I mean? It's the same thing every single year. All the conferences come together. They have a team of 4 guys. They play 3-on-3 basketball against each other. It'll be great. And then, from there, Titus and Tate YouTube, Titus and Tate the podcast, and we're live in Indy for the Final Four.
Yeah, have Tate back on for God's sakes. Like, don't wait for the worst moment of his life as a Carolina.
No, that's when we want to do it.
Yeah, when Mac Brown retires, we'll have you back on.
Honestly, it couldn't have been a better first time, guys.
Every time I come on your guys' show, he's sitting right next to me, and it's just weird.
Again, we are next to each other all the time, so I do feel sad every time.
Yeah, when Sam Howell gets an injury week 1, week 1 he gets an injury out for the year. We'll have you back on.
Can I say this? Caleb Presley will back this up. North Carolina is a football school. Always has been, always will be. And you know what I mean? Sam Howell for Heisman.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Yes.
I like it. That whenever we have them on in the future, it should just be like one as the primary guest, and then the other person has to sit there while we roast them.
Yeah, right. This is great. Yeah. This is a lot of fun. All right.
You guys are the best.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
See you guys. Thanks.
Later.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Tate Frazier is brought to you by our great friends over at Bright Cellars. Bright Cellars, you've heard us talk about them before. You can take the Bright Cellar quiz. You can be skeptical going into it that you're like, hey, I don't know if these people can really figure out what kind of wine I like to drink, but guess what? It works. Their quiz is going to ask you questions about what flavors you like, then it's going to recommend wine to you, and it's going to send them directly to your house. Sometimes if I go into the wine store, I don't know what I'm getting. I just look at whatever has a cool label that's in my price range, not too cheap, not too expensive. I get that. Sometimes I like it. Sometimes I'm disappointed. But with Bright Cellars, they're going to pair you with unique wines using their crazy accurate algorithm. It takes a 30-second quiz, and then you just let the wine magic happen. They're going to pair you with 6 wines that fit your taste profile. It's a wine subscription service that helps you find wines you love without the normal intimidation and wine pretentiousness that you're used to. It's actually a great treat to come home and you have wine waiting for you, wine that's been delivered directly to your door. It gets me excited. If I come home, I've got a delivery of wine. I'm like, guess what I'm having for dinner tonight? That's right. I'm going to have a bottle of Pinot. I'm going to have a little sheesh with my dinner tonight. Bright Cellars sources their wines from all over the world: France, Portugal, Australia, South Africa, California, the classiest countries, and many more. The best part is that if you do not like a bottle of wine, Bright Cellars will work with you to include a replacement bottle in your very next order. To top it all off, you get access to exclusive premium wines from private wine labels if you are a member of Bright Cellars. For Pardon My Take listeners, we're giving you 50% off, 50% off, half off your first 6 bottles. Your first 6 bottle orders from Bright Cellars. Go to brightcellars.com/take. That's BRIGHTCELLARS.com/take to receive 50% off your first 6 bottle order. Grab your passport, a wine glass, and come explore the world of wine with Bright Cellars.
Okay, let's do some Fyre Fest. Oh, we got breaking news. Breaking news. What happened?
Billy's fired.
News.
April Fools.
Breaking news. Okay, that cow is dead. That cow is dead.
Strahan thing was April Fool's joke. Moving
Boom,
on.
boom, boom. Called it. Suck it, Hank. Through your normal-sized gap in your teeth.
Damn.
What was an advertisement for? Actually, I don't care.
Well, tell us.
He has a new app coming out called the Play Barstool app where you can
Oh, nice.
New contest.
Is he keeping it or no? So he's not keeping it?
No, it was yeah. Okay. Gap is back.
Okay, the Gap is back. Got it. I wonder if he looked at himself and was like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, what if he incepted himself into being like, you should actually do this, Michael?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, there it is. Goodbye to the Gap update. All right, Fyre Fest of the week. Hank.
I have a couple. I have a live Fyre Fest that's unfolding as the show has been going on. But our Instagram is getting hacked.
What?
What did it post?
We got a email login that was like someone logged in from the Czech Republic.
Yeah.
And then I got another email login. This is all as the show is going on, so I'm trying to deal with it. IRT.
In real time.
IRT.
And IRL.
Yeah. Oh, this sounds like Brogan Roback all over again.
The email on your Instagram was changed from Hank at Barstool. The phone number has been removed on your Instagram account. So we're working on it. I'm talking to Paul, talking to Instagram, trying to get that fixed.
So did they post anything hilarious? Because Spin Zone, this is the best day to ever get your shit hacked.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They haven't yet. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, if anyone posts anything, it's not us.
I hope it becomes
Unless
just
it's a great
like
tweet.
a LeBron James Stan account for the day.
Yeah. Just goes crazy on it.
Yeah.
My other Fyre Fest, though, before that was that this on Monday or Tuesday, I forget which day it was, we were doing a live stream. I was sitting next to Coach Doug's, and there was a picture of me looking like extremely short next to him. And that got tweeted out, a bunch of memes.
That was bad.
And then I lashed out and then just started tripping you guys unnecessarily because I was upset because there was a picture of me looking short.
Damn.
It was honestly pretty immature of you.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, that was PFT.
That's it was. It was.
I looked perfectly normal. It was Photoshop.
So normal you had to.
Hey, you remember that
post
picture of Hank
Hank's
when he had that
pictures,
big chin? Yeah, that was funny. Let's all talk about that instead.
You were so not mad that you posted bad pictures of Hank instantly.
Yeah.
Fake pictures of me.
Yeah.
It was a real picture of you looking short, and then you lashed out and started digging into the Photoshop archive.
Hank, it was
just to make yourself feel better.
It was a good meme. Gonzaga was playing so much better, and so then I had to put up a meme talking about the game that we were watching. That's
Also,
our job.
though, this is what really has kept me thinking about it because out of the blue on Friday, literally out of the blue, it was Friday night. I got a tweet. I was about to tweet the fat-looking, no facial hair Photoshop pic of you as a reply to that girl who made the gas station comment, but I didn't. So it's like PFT knew it was a messed up thing to tweet, and then I was like, "Thank you."
But he was hurt. He was hurting.
So then he was hurting, and then he was just like,
and he instantly went to the I'm going to bring everyone else down with me.
Right?
No, just Hank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it wasn't even Hank's fault. It was
your fault for being short.
Yeah, it's the live stream.
If you want to talk about
it, was real.
It's Marlon's man's fault.
It was real. It
Yeah.
was real. I thought he was your stepdad.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was real. So, yeah, I understand where you're going with this, Hank. I feel
Hank,
bad for
you would never post a Photoshop picture of me looking shorter than I normally am, would
Again,
you?
that was Liam in the first place. You've always
like 4 years ago,
you've always held that against me when it like was never. I'm just an innocent bystander. I thought you were gonna fight me when I came in the office the next day.
No,
Yeah,
I was only upset because it was like realistically small looking. If it had been
good
cartoonishly
Photoshop.
small,
Yeah.
it was very good Photoshop.
Yeah.
That's why he's the best.
All right.
Well, I think you're like 7 inches shorter in the picture, so you're saying it's realistic.
Then Doug's?
No, well, the Photoshop in question, first of all, was from Rosillo. I think the
Yeah.
Rosillo
Yeah, like 4 years
Mount
ago.
Rushmore of like gym guys. Like if you want
Uh-huh.
the timestamp, it was legitimately 4 years ago.
but PFT's holding on to that.
Right. And you're
It's
still
like-
holding on blame to me when I literally I walked in the office
Listen.
next day. PFT like stepped up to me with his
This
chest
is how you
out.
get short guys trying to fucking invade all of Europe. They just hold it in their chest forever.
In my tiny little chest,
Yeah.
my small little heart is filled with a
Yes.
little pequeño-sized piece of rage.
Yeah.
You listen. I may have been wrong to post that Photoshop, but in the moment, you got to get the internet talking. You got to get the internet moving off. So, no regrets.
What do you, Billy? It's a replay.
from 2 years ago.
Hey, everyone's laughing at Billy.
That was such an awesome.
I just thought they walked off and won.
They showed Didi rounding the bases. He hasn't been on the team in 2 seasons.
I just saw the
That was such a
Gatorade bag.
genuine. Oh yes, that was so sweet.
I love it.
All right, PFT, your Fyre Fest.
My Fyre Fest of the week is that I got the vaccine, and I can't post about it on social media. I don't want to be that guy that tweets it out, that Instagram stories it, that puts it on his Instagram page, because that's lame. It's like, what, the vaccine doesn't work unless you put it on social media. But I want to tell people, so but I don't want to use any platform that I have to tell people that I did get the vaccine today.
Right.
And after getting the vaccine, I'm basically half bat. I'm Batman. I'm a superhero, and it made me beat Hank in ping pong.
Yeah.
Sweep him, in fact.
But it's good that you haven't said it.
I'm not going to say it because no one, you know that guy that's like, hey, I'm a Vaxxul. Hey, look at me. I'm not going to get sick, and you guys all are.
Yep.
I don't want to do that. So it's just tough for me to keep my mouth shut about something like that. But that is the podcaster's burden.
Yes. All right, my Fyre Fest is when we were in Detroit this weekend. On Monday, I had a few hours free time, so I went and visited our good friend Tony Scheffler, who is a varsity women's head coach at his high school. And I gave them a pump-up speech before, I think it was state quarterfinals, and then they lost by 40. So, yeah, it's bad.
What'd you say?
I don't know. I
Just
guess
have
I didn't
fun.
say
No,
enough.
what did you say?
I was like, you guys, this has been a really tough year. I have watched a couple of their games because Tony's a good friend, so he'll send us a link and I'll watch it. And I'm like, you guys are great. Keep playing defense. And Tony's really proud of you. He probably doesn't tell you guys, but he tells me all the time how proud of you. And everyone was like, great, this is awesome. They were pumped. It was great. We shot half court shots to loosen it up before the playoff game, and they got fucking smoked. So
Well, they probably would have lost by 50 if it wasn't.
I'm retiring from the pregame speech.
Did we give a pump up speech to that team at some point via FaceTime?
There's a couple times.
yeah.
I've sent a few videos. I did one with you. I did one with Gronk, with A-Rod. There's been some pump ups throughout the years, but this one was the first live in flesh, and it did not go well at all. They got really beat.
That's like in The Office when Pam's like, hey, Jim, can you talk to my dad and make my parents not break up?
Yeah.
And then he's like, sure, no problem. Then boom, divorce.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Yeah, that's whatever. Get them next year, but not with my speech. We'll stop doing speeches. Billy, your Fyre Fest?
My first Fyre Fest was falling for Julian Edelman's April Fool's prank.
It wasn't that you fell for it. It was that you were so confidently telling me that you're on high alert.
April Fool's is like the purge. It's that's the best way to describe it. 24 hours of just foolery.
Yeah, Billy, I think, woke up early this morning. He's like, not going to get got this year.
He's got Post-its on his mirror like a memento.
Remember what day it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got. And my second Fyre Fest is, I think it's time to neuter my dog.
Yeah. When you told us the story, I don't know if it was just me.
Yeah, it was just you.
Yeah, Billy was like, I might neuter my dogs at some point. I was like, you should neuter it now because that's the right thing to do. And he's like, well, he's been
fucking your chickens.
No, he's been jizzing all over his bed.
No.
And Billy was like, it's fucking hilarious. That's not funny, dude.
No, not my bed, his bed.
You guys have the same bed.
No, I have a very well trained dog.
Besides the
he's
jizz.
never been aggressive. He's never humped anything. He gets the casual rocket, but like the best dog ever, like really well tempered. I was in my head like, okay, I'm gonna let him grow, like let him like so he doesn't get the hip problems later in life and the nasal stuff. And I was like, honestly, I might not neuter him because I think it would be cruel to like neuter him in my head, but I will. But so it's time because he started. I've looked at his bed. There's like yellowish white stuff.
Oh, yeah, he's coming every. It sounds like he's not very well trained, Billy.
No, he's very well trained.
He's not going to fuck you, bro.
No,
especially after you neuter him.
Nocturnal emissions. It's nocturnal emissions.
Do you think, like, just stepping back outside of this for a second, like, do you think that the chickens dying, frogs getting fucked, dogs jizzing, do you think any of this is normal? I'm just laying it all out. I'm just saying what you say.
One of those things is a lie.
You're right.
You're right.
Chickens
1 out of 3
didn't die. The chickens didn't die.
Well, no, you said that he's not jizzing.
Yeah.
So, no, it's pretty typical. Chickens die.
Frogs get fucked.
No,
dogs jizz.
Yeah.
You're
no, but I'm serious. These are all
he goes
stories.
like back in time every time he goes home.
Yeah.
Dr. Doolittle. Dr. Doolittle.
That's good.
Yeah.
So Billy,
no, but I could
actually picture Billy as being one of those dog owners that's like, I'm going to neuter my dog, but I want it to fuck once. I want to know what it's like, and then I'll cut its balls off.
Yeah. If you have a
he's fucking in his sleep.
No.
Show him the way, way with the chickens.
Anyway.
Do you hear him?
Well, you know how dogs like
they dream.
They run and dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear him fucking in his dreams?
No, he just like his bed's a dark color, and I went over and I was like, "What is he doing to his bed? Is it slobber?" And then I realized,
God, Billy. Oh my God! What a life! What a life! All right, Jake, you got a Fyre Fest to wrap us up?
Yeah, it is officially the return of the Schwitz.
Oh,
walking to and from work, hoodie and jeans. I'm a big sweater, and it's like uncomfortable now. So
yes,
might have to start I know you said Big Cat last week. Yep. You can't really wear hoodies anymore.
Dude, it sucks.
And I just the sweating.
That's why this every single year this happens at the exact same time. I'll like overextend hoodie weather and be like, "Fuck, now I gotta lose weight." So now I'm not eating any carbs and it sucks.
Yeah, Hank, you gotta start having like an undershirt that you keep at work to change into.
Mm-hmm. The Triple S hasn't been cold recently. We might need to get it cold again because usually that's the great thing. You can walk into the office and the Triple S is freezing.
What's the Triple S?
Stool Stream Stadium.
Well, how can you get involved in that?
You download the Play Barstool app.
Oh shit!
Totally free.
You know what's crazy? So because I swept Hank today, like Hank didn't win a single game, and I beat him so resoundingly.
Wait, what do you mean he didn't win a single?
He didn't
game?
win a single game against me.
How many games did you play?
Well, only 2 because I won both of them.
He didn't win any.
Yeah, he didn't win a single one, and I beat him so resoundingly.
Wow!
That somebody won $1,000 for betting on me.
Damn. Wait, did Hank come close to beating you?
No, it was actually a blowout.
It was 21-16, 21-16.
Oh,
and it could have been way worse in both guys. I did like the spin around shots. I was taunting him.
No.
I tried to give him an extra point when he almost completely whiffed on a serve.
The vaccine is on the banned substance list. So
is this true?
It's all
Hank?
kind of an asterisk.
I told them Hank, cut this part out. But when I got the vaccine, which I'm not going to mention, I told them to put a floater of steroids on there. I was like, just top me off.
So is this all true, Hank?
Technically,
if we're going by the factual thing that we do sometimes, yes. But
it was an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
You know what, Hank?
Win one.
I'm going to delete.
And also the shirt PFT's wearing was so nice. I just was.
Yeah, it's
a throwback.
Flustered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do right now, just for you, Hank? I'm going to delete the tweet.
Is that
no one's seen it probably yet.
PFT? Is that salmon? Salmon color?
No, this is pink. Different.
Yeah, just be careful, dude.
Yeah, no, it's not orange enough. I checked it out.
You're going to be part of White Boy Summer. We're not wearing salmon.
Billy,
he got milkshake ducked.
Oh, really? Chet Hayes is problematic?
No, dude.
That's crazy.
He didn't get milkshake duck because we always knew he was problematic.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a good... We're not laughing with him. We're laughing at him.
Okay.
Also, nice job, Billy, because I know you learned milkshake duck last week, so good job using it in a sentence right away. All right, numbers. You got a fact for us, Billy?
The picture of me in the gym locker room, I was getting vaccinated. It was Johnson & Johnson.
31. What?
What are you talking
18.
about? 8.
Wait, is this
32.
Did you turn it on? Oh, there we go. 99.
Hank, the tweet is now deleted. I've deleted the tweet.
It's big of you. 31.
12.
12.
Tommy.
TB12.
Whoa. All right.
Current Expos outfielder.
First timer.
Yeah. Whoa. All right, we'll see everyone on Monday. Have a good weekend.
Love you guys.
away. No, I don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay? Shying away. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on me. Take me. I'm all descendants, but I'm me, so willing away. Slowly learning that life is okay. Say up to me. Well, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Say up to me. Well, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take me. Got to remember, you shying away. Well, I'll be coming for you anyway. You shying away. Well, I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on.